technology.
12-year-old heritage of our nation and has centered the company's mission and vision around the same. The Cycle Heritage Quiz is an endeavor in educating the future of India on our glorious past, our incredible architecture, our diverse culture, great works of our literary legends and artists, the courage of our warriors and freedom fighters, the rich contributions of our scientists, and many more athletes, which made this a truly great nation. We now have the final for the Jamshedpur cluster, where students from across Bihar and Jharkhand have taken part. Let us meet our 6 cluster finalists. First, we have from the STSM Jamshedpur, we have Anjali Sharma. Welcome, Anjali.
Thank you, sir.
And Anjali, how was your experience playing the prelim rounds of the Cycle Heritage Quiz?
Yes, it was very nice, and it was really very great experience.
Okay, fantastic, Anjali. All the very best for today's quiz. Hope you do well.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have from the Delhi Public School, Patna, and we have Yash Bharadwaj. Welcome, Yash.
Thank you, sir.
And Yash, tell me, is there any interesting trivia that you learned new from the prelim rounds?
Sir, it was very good. Actually, it was it is my second attempt this time. I participated last year also.
Okay.
And I got to learn many new things from the quiz also. Like we say, like in every aspect of life, we get to know everything, new things, and time is the best teacher. So I have learned many new things. It was a nice experience.
Okay, great, Yash. All the very best for today's quiz.
Thank you, sir.
Up next, participant number 3 is Suyash Sandilya from the Kerala Samajam Model School in Jamshedpur. Welcome, Suyash.
Thank you, sir.
And
Hi, sir.
Suyash, tell me, what is your favorite heritage location in your state?
So, I live in Jamshedpur. Jamshedpur itself is a big historical place. I mean, the history of the Tata Steel, that's a big renowned steel company in our nation. It has so much to contribute to our Indian society. So, yeah, that's a big historical achievement for our nation.
Fantastic, great. So make your city proud today, Suyash. All the best.
Yes, sir. I'll try my best.
Participant number 4 is from the Army Public School, Danapur in Patna. We have Divyanshu Singh. Welcome, Divyanshu. And Divyanshu, tell me about your experience participating in the prelim rounds.
Sir, I am very excited that I am selected in cluster final.
Okay, all the very best today. Let's move on to participant number 5, and that is from the Rajendra Vidyalaya in Jamshedpur, Aditya Pandey.
Hi, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Aditya. And Aditya, tell me, you are feeling confident today about your chances?
No, sir. I'm just here to enjoy the quiz and experience and learn new things. I will be very happy if I do well, but that's not the main motive. The main motive.
That's a very good attitude. In the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2022, we'll get to learn a lot of very interesting facts, not only about the history of India and the heritage and culture of India in general, but also about the heritage and culture of your region and your state and your city. So, Aditya, I'm sure the learning objectives will definitely be met in this quiz. And let's hope that you do really well as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Next, at participant number 6, we have Atul Sinku from the 10th Secondary School in Ranchi. So, Atul, excited about representing your city? You are
yes,
the only
sir.
participant from Ranchi here.
Yes, sir. I'm very excited. I'm looking forward towards it. I'll be having a very great experience after this quiz. So, yeah, sir. I'm very excited.
Okay, all the very best, Atul. Hope you do well.
Thank you, sir.
Those were your 6 cluster finalists from the Jamshedpur cluster. And we're all set to start with our first round, and that is called Laksha Bheda. Let's take a look at the rules for Laksha Bheda. 1 question per participant. This round does not pass. Each question has 4 options. Each participant gets 3 attempts, plus 15 if you get it in the first attempt, plus 10 if you get it in the second attempt, and plus 5 if you get the answer in the third attempt. Our first contestant is Anjali. Anjali, your question coming up now. Anjali, your question. Seen prominently in the Kurukshetra war, depicted in the Mahabharata, what are Saibya, Sugriva, acts of Kaurava Senapatis? Is it divine arrows used by Dronacharya? Is it Lord Krishna's horse? Yes, Anjali, your first guess. The next try.
Those used by Pandavas.
Okay, let's click on D. Bows used by Pandavas. Sorry, that's also the wrong answer. But next attempt.
Divine arrows. Dronacharya.
Okay, let's click on B. Divine arrows used by Dronacharya. Sorry, that's the wrong answer. The correct answer is Lord Krishna's horses. No points for you, Anjali, but lots more questions to go in this cluster final of the Cycle Heritage Quiz. I'm sure we'll see you on the scoreboard very soon. Next, we have Yash Bharadwaj from Delhi Public School. Yash, your question coming up on screen now. Which of these is the name of a tiger reserve in present-day Bihar? Is it A, Valmiki Tiger Reserve? Is it B, Palamau Tiger Reserve? Is it C, Indravati Tiger Reserve? Or is it Suyash, your question coming up now.
Yes, sir.
The name of which hill station in the eastern part of India literally means land of the thunderbolt? Is it A, Gangtok, B, Tura, C, Shillong, or D, Darjeeling?
Sir, it's Darjeeling.
Okay, let's click on D, Darjeeling. That's the correct answer. Well done, Suyash. 15 points to you. And now it's time to move on to our next contestant, and that is Divyanshu Singh. Divyanshu, your question. Who among these was the first president of the Indian Olympic Association? Is it A, Naval Tata? Is it B, G.R.D. Tata? C, Rabji Tata? Or D,
Sir,
Naval Tata? On to our next contestant, and that is Aditya. Aditya, your question coming up on screen now. In 1896, which eminent scientist wrote Niruddesher Kahini, or the story of the missing? One of the first scientists in India. Is it A, C.V. Raman? Is it B, Jagadish Chandra Bose? Is it C, Satyendranath Bose? Or D, Mednath Shah?
Sir, I'll go with Jagdish Chandra Bose, option B.
Okay, let's click on B, Jagadish Chandra Bose. Question number 6 for Atul in round number 1 coming up now. At which picturesque hill near Ulihatu did Birsa Munda lead his legendary Ul-Gulan or rebellion against the British in a famous confrontation on 9th January 1900? Is it A, Banerjea Hill? Is it B, Tagore Hill? Is it C, Cricket Hill? Or D, Dombari Buru?
Sir, I would like to go with option B, Tagore Hill.
Okay, let's click on Tagore Hill. Sorry, that's the wrong answer. Your next attempt.
Sir, I would like to go with option A.
Okay, let's click on A, Banerjea Hill. Sorry, that's the wrong answer again. You have one more attempt to go.
Sir, option D, Dombari Buru.
Okay, let's click on option D, Dombari Buru. And that is indeed the correct answer. This was a very famous incident from the history of Jharkhand. Birsa Munda leading the rebellion at Dombari Buru. So, Atul, you start off with 5 points. One direct question per participant. This round passes clockwise. Plus 10 for every correct answer, direct or on pass. We'll once again start off with contestant number 1, and that is Anjali. Anjali, your question coming up now. Geet Gawai is the pre-wedding ceremony that combines rituals, prayer, songs, music, and dance, and is performed mainly by Dash-speaking communities in Mauritius who have Indian descent. Fill in the blanks with the name of a language. This is for Anjali.
I don't know the answer.
Okay, we will pass on to contestant number 2, and that is Yash. Yash, what is your answer?
Bhojpuri.
Bhoj, the next is a locality in Calcutta or Kolkata. Yash, your question. Bo Barracks is a locality in Calcutta or Kolkata and is a small hub of members of a particular community who have lived here for generations. Bo Barracks Forever, a 2004 film directed by Anjan Dutt, is about the members of this community and their difficulties in retaining their identity. Which community am I talking about?
That
Yes.
that community.
Okay, no. Yes, Divyanshu, what's your answer?
Sir, Kolkata community.
Can't give that to you. We will pass on to contestant 5, and that is Aditya.
Sir, I'll pass this question.
Okay. Moving on to Atul. Atul, can you answer?
No, sir. I would like to pass this question.
Okay. Let's pass on to Anjali.
Yeah, I would also like to pass.
Okay. No one gets points for this one. The answer is the Anglo-Indian community. Okay. The answer is the Anglo-Indian community. Our next question is for contestant number 3, and that is Suyash. Alberoni called this temple town in India the city of the gods. Unlike other such towns, it was never raided by invaders. Around 81,000 and many of the temples still survive. Name the temple town.
Sir, the answer should be Varanasi.
Not Varanasi. I think that's a very nice guess. Okay. Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. We'll pass on to Divyanshu. Divyanshu, what's the answer?
The Thanjavur.
Not Thanjavur. Yes, Aditya, you have an answer for us?
Sir, I guess Mahabalipuram.
Not Mahabalipuram. We'll have to pass on. Next, we have Atul.
Sir, I would like to pass.
Okay, Atul also passing. We will have to pass on to our next contestant. Anjali, what's the answer?
Sir, Tiruvananthapuram.
Tirunelveli. No, that's not the correct answer. We'll have to pass on to our next contestant. Yes, Yash. Any answers?
Sir, I guess Ajmer.
Not Ajmer. No one gets any points for this one. This is the temple town of Khajuraho. Khajuraho is what I wanted. No one gets any points for this one. The next question is for Divyanshu. Divyanshu, question number 4 coming up for you now. He attended Schwartz High School in Ramanathapuram. He went on to study physics at St. Joseph's College in Tiruchirappalli and aerospace engineering at Madras Institute of Technology, which is called MIT there. Name this HAL training.
Sir, I want to pass.
Okay, you want to pass. We'll have to pass to our next contestant. Yes, Aditya.
Sir, is it Satyendranath Bose?
Not Satyendranath Bose. We'll have to move to Atul.
Sir, I would like to go with the answer C.V. Raman.
Not C.V. Raman. That's a nice try. We'll have to pass on to contestant number 1, that is Anjali.
APJ Abdul Kalam.
It is APJ Abdul Kalam. Well done, Anjali. You get on the scoreboard. 10 points to you. And now we'll move on to our next question. Our next question is for Aditya. Aditya, your question coming up on screen now. Air India, originally and now again owned by the Tatas, gained an entry in the Guinness Book of World Records for something it did in 1990. What feat was this, also depicted in a movie?
Sir, I guess it is the most number of passengers in a plane acquired at that time.
Can you add something more to it?
Like it was like the first time when the most passengers were take off from that particular place. So like the most passengers were there.
Okay, can't give it to you. We'll have to pass on to the next contestant. And that is Atul. Atul, any answers?
Sir, I would like to pass this question.
Okay, Atul passes. And we'll once again move to Anjali.
So I would like to pass.
Okay, Anjali passes. And we'll move on to our contestant number 2, and that is Yash.
Sir, Varna pass.
Okay, Yash also passes. So we will now move on to contestant number 3, and that is Suyash.
Yes, sir. So actually, this is the event when the airlift of many Indians from Kuwait was done by a Indian businessman named as Ranjit Katyal, on which the movie Airlift was also made, starring
Perfect
Akshay
answer.
Kumar.
Well done. Kuwait airlift of 1990 or airlift, which is depicted in the movie, is absolutely correct. Suyash, brilliant answer. Over 117,000 Indians were evacuated from Kuwait. Suyash, 10 points to you. Good quizzing. And we'll now have the last question of this round. The last question of this round is a direct one for Atul. Sir Bradford Leslie designed it. It was partly destroyed by the Great Cyclone of March 1874. The steamer Egeria collided with it, causing some damage. It cost INR 60 lakh and was opened to the public on 17th October 1874. Which landmark in the eastern part of India is being talked about?
Sir, I have no idea. I would like to pass it.
Okay, Atul passes. We'll pass to Anjali. Yes, Anjali, any answers?
No, sir, pass.
Okay, Anjali passes. We'll now move on to contestant number 2, and that is Yash.
Sir, I guess Kolkata.
No, which landmark? I don't want just Kolkata. I want some place or a particular monument or landmark, not just a city.
Sir, Victoria Memorial.
Not Victoria Memorial. We'll now move on to Suyash.
Yes, sir. So, is it Howrah Bridge?
Suyash, the Howrah Bridge in Kolkata is what I was looking for. Very well done. And I think you look quite good on our scoreboard. The scores after round number 2 are coming up. So the scores after round number 2 are as follows. Right now, Anjali is on 10 points. Yash is on 25 points. Suyash is in the lead with 35 points. Divyanshu is on 10 points. Aditya is on 15 points. And Atul is on 5 points. Reminder, the top 2 from the Jamshedpur Cluster Final will qualify for our national quarterfinals. So still lots up for grabs as we move towards our third round. The third round is called Trishanku. Let's take a look at the rules. 1 question per participant. This round does not pass. 3 clues leading to something or someone. Plus 15 for getting it in the first attempt. Plus 10 for getting it in the second attempt. And plus 5 for getting it in the third attempt. This round we will start with participant number 6, and that is Atul. Atul, your first clue coming up on screen now. She entered the Guinness Book of World Records in 2011 for the most studio recordings, having recorded more than 11,000 solo, duet, and chorus back songs in over 20 Indian languages.
Sir, can I answer it like once or?
No, you can answer it after every clue. You can try.
Sir, so my first guess would be Lata Mangeshwar.
Okay, that's not Lata Mangeshwar. Let's move on to the next clue. She jointly holds the record for most number of Filmfare Awards, one for Best Female Playback Singer, along with Alka Yagnik.
I want the third clue.
Okay, third clue coming up. Daughter of Dinanath Mangeshkar, she was also married to the legendary music director R.D. Burman.
Sir, I really don't know.
Okay, but once you said Lata Mangeshkar and she was not the right answer, and I told you daughter of Dinanath Mangeshkar, should have been pretty easy because the sister of Lata Mangeshkar is Asha Bhosle. So Asha Bhosle is what I was looking for. No points for Atul, and we'll move on to contestant number 5, and that is Aditya. Aditya, the question coming up for you now. First clue. In 2009, then President Pratibha Patil released a series of correspondence between Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and this leader titled Freedom and Beyond.
Sir, I have to identify the leader.
Yes.
Sir, Mahatma Gandhi.
Not Mahatma Gandhi. Your next clue. He is known as Bihar Kesari.
Sir, Lal Bahadur Shastri.
Not correct. At least you are attempting. That's good. Last one. He was the first Chief Minister of Bihar. Yes, Aditya.
Sir, I'll pass it on.
Okay, the first Chief Minister of Bihar was Shri Babu or Shri Krishna Sinha. No points for you, Aditya. We'll now move on to our next contestant. Our next question is for Divyanshu. Famous scientist Vikram Sarabhai and businessman Kasturbhai Lalbhai were behind the founding of this institute. This institute also has a Vikram Sarabhai library.
Second clue.
Okay, let's move on to clue number 2. American architect Louis Kahn worked on the design of this famous management institute.
Third clue.
Okay, let's move on to third clue. The logo of this institute in Ahmedabad is inspired by a jali in the Sidi Sayyid Mosque.
I don't know.
Okay, think of management institutes in Ahmedabad. There can only be one, which is the most prominent. It is IIM Ahmedabad. IIM Ahmedabad is what I was looking for. No points for you, Divyanshu. Our next contestant is Suyash.
Yes, sir.
Suyash, your first clue coming up now. In 1999, this independence activist and social reformer born in present-day Bihar was given the Bharat Ratna posthumously.
So
Yes,
can I
Suyash?
get the second clue?
Sure. Second clue coming up. He was known for leading the Bihar movement that was also called Sampurna Kranti.
Sir, third clue.
Okay, last clue coming up. He's popularly known as Loknayak.
Sir, Lokmanya Tilak.
Not Lokmanya Tilak, that is Bal Gandhar Tilak. Loknayak is Jayaprakash Narayan, after whom the airport in Patna is named after. So Jayaprakash Narayan is what I was looking for. No points for you, Suyash, and we'll move on to contestant number 2. Yash, your first clue coming up now.
Yes, sir. Ready.
Okay, let's go for it. This Rajput ruler who ruled from 1699 to 1743 was given a title which meant a quarter over 1.
Sir Savai Raja Jai Singh.
Savai Jai Singh is what I was looking for. Great answer, Yash. 15 points to you. And now we'll move on to contestant number 1, and that is Anjali. Anjali, your first clue coming up now. Humayun referred to him as Ustad-i Badshahan, which means teacher of kings.
Second clue.
Second clue, sure. Let's move on to second clue. He extended the Grand Trunk Road from Chittagong in the frontiers of the province of Bengal to Kabul in Afghanistan.
Third clue.
Last clue coming up. He established the Sur dynasty.
Pass it.
Okay, Sur dynasty should have given it away. The answer is Sher Shah Suri. None other than Sher Shah Suri was admired by Humayun as well, though because Sher Shah Suri beat Humayun in many battles. But sorry, Anjali, no points for you. With that, we come to the end of round number 3. It's time to take a look at the scores. So the scores after round number 3 are as follows. Right now, Anjali is on 10 points. Yash has moved into the lead. He's on 40 points, followed by Suyash, who's on 35 points. Divyanshu is on 10 points. Aditya is on 15 points, and Atul is on 5. We now move on to our last round, which is called Divya Drishti. In Divya Drishti, let's take a look at the rules. One direct question per participant, all based on visuals. The round passes anti-clockwise, plus 10 for every correct answer, direct or on pass. We will start off with contestant number 6, and that is Atul. Atul, your visual coming up on screen now. Atul, your question. These are the ruins of which center of learning in ancient India, located in present-day Bihar. These are the ruins of which center of learning in ancient India, located in present-day Bihar.
Sir, I would like to pass.
Aditya, what's the answer?
Sir, is it Nalanda University?
Not Nalanda, but a good try nevertheless. We will now move on to contestant number 4. Yes, Divyanshu.
Sir, it is Kashi
Not Kashi, I'm sorry. But good that you attempted. We'll move on to our next contestant, and that is Suyash. Go for it.
Yes, sir. So is it Takshila Vishwavidyalaya?
You said Takshashila, okay?
No, no,
Passing on
Takshila.
Takshila or Takshashila, that's the same thing. We will pass on to our next contestant, and that is Yash.
Sir, I guess it Vikramshila.
Yes, it's not Takshashila, it's not Nalanda, it is Vikramshila. Good job, Yash. And now you hit a half century. Well done, 10 points to you. The next question is for Aditya. Aditya, your visual on screen now. Name this form of mural art practiced by women from Hazaribagh district.
Sir, is it the Sohrai wall paintings?
Absolutely correct. The Sorai wall painting or the Sorai and cover painting. Great answer there, Aditya. 10 more points to you. We'll now move on to the third question, and that is for contestant number 4, and that is Divyanshu. Divyanshu, your visual coming up on screen. Now, this famous gentleman was India's first minister for what? He was the first minister for what?
The president.
Can't give it for president. I mean, first minister for what? I mean, president is not a minister. We will move on to contestant number 3.
So,
Yes, sure.
was he
Go
the
for
first?
it.
So was he the first finance minister of India?
Not the first finance minister of India. We'll move on to contestant number 2. Yash.
Sir, Rajendra Babu was the first Food and Agriculture Minister of India.
Rajendra Prasad was indeed the first Food and Agriculture Minister of India. Superb answer there, Yash. 10 more points to you. Now have question number 4, and that's the direct one for Suyash.
Yes, sir.
Yash, your visual coming up on screen now. Simple question for you. Which famous person born in Patna is shown here? The gentleman who's seated. Yes, Yash, go for it.
Sir, can I just guess it?
Go for it. There's no negatives.
Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj.
It is Guru Gobind Singh, of course, born in Patna, the 10th and the last Sikh Guru before he passed on the Sikh Guru title to the Guru Granth Sahib. Well done. 10 more points to you, Yash. And I think you have definitely qualified for our national quarterfinal. We'll now move on to the penultimate question of today's quiz. And that's going to be for Yash.
Yes, sir, ready.
Yash, your direct question coming up now. Again, a simple question. Identify this flower.
Is it Palash?
It is Palash. Well done. Of course, the state flower of Jharkhand, flame of the forest or Palash. 10 more points to you, Yash. And now we are down to only the last question remaining. But before that, we need to take a look at the scores. So the scores, with just one question to go in the Jamshedpur Cluster Final, are as follows. Right now, we have Anjali on 10. Brilliant throughout the quiz. Yash has solidified his lead and moved ahead, far ahead of the pack. In fact, he's on 80 points. So Yash is right now second with 35 points. Divyanshu is on 10 points. Aditya still in contention. He is on 25 points. And Atul is on 5 points. So it's between Aditya and Suyash for our second spot for the national quarterfinals. Yash has definitely sealed his spot in the national quarterfinals. Let's now move on to our last question. Anjali, your question. This is an old image of what? What historical artifact or object? This is an old image of what? This is for Anjali.
Pass.
Okay, passing, and we'll now move on to our next contestant. Yes, Atul, go for it.
Sir, I think it is a sculpture of any god.
Can't give it to you. That's too generic an answer. We'll now move on to our next contestant, and that is Aditya. What is this? Can't give you too much more time. 5, 4. Do you have an answer? 3, 2, 1. Passing. Okay. We move on to our next contestant, and that is going to be Divyanshu. Divyanshu, any answers?
It is in fort.
Can you repeat once more?
It is in fort.
No. So what is this object?
Side.
Okay. Passing you and passing to Suyash.
So is this the remains of the Harappan dynasty?
Nothing to do with the Harappan dynasty. One last time, we'll go to Yash.
Sir, is it the remains of a monastery?
Close, but can't give it to you. Nothing to do with the monastery, actually. This is to do with the Mahabodhi temple in Gaya. And this is the Vajrasana. This is the Vajrasana found at the Mahabodhi temple. So no points for anyone. With that, we come to the end. Now it's time to look at the final scores. The final scores are as follows. At 10 points, we have Anjali. At 5 points, we have Atul. At 10 points again, we have Divyanshu. Don't worry, just learn from this experience. You have qualified amongst a lot of students from all across Bihar and Jharkhand to play this cluster final. You should feel proud of yourselves. Aditya put in a brave effort. He was really close, but he ends up third with 25 points. But qualifying today in second spot is Tuyash. Tuyash scores 35 points and qualifies in second spot and moves through to our national quarterfinals. Congratulations, Tuyash.
Thank you so much, sir.
And winning this quiz, he started off a little slowly in the first 2 rounds, then picked up pace dramatically, especially in rounds number 3 and 4. And round number 4, he answered 4 questions correctly. Yash from DPS Patna wins this quiz with 80 points. That's a record total so far. Very well done, Yash.
So much, sir.
The Jamshedpur Cluster Final at the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2022 started off as a very close affair. A lot of participants were locked neck to neck in the first 2 rounds. But in rounds number 3 and 4, Yash from DPS Patna roared ahead and won the quiz with a huge margin. Suyash and Aditya were very, very close for the second spot, but in the end, Suyash held his nerve and his early answers proved to be crucial. Suyash qualifies in second spot. Commiserations to Aditya, Anjali, Divyanshu, Atul. I'm sure we'll see you soon in other quizzes. Keep studying about India's rich culture and heritage and keep following the Cycle Heritage Quiz. So with that, we come to the end of the Jamshedpur Cluster Final at the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2022. Till we meet again in our next Cluster Final, stay safe, stay happy, stay curious. Thank you very much.